The Bishop Museum is about to open a new exhibit tomorrow showcasing the splendor and loss of Hawaii's birds. Here's Kamakapili with a preview.
Question. Did you know that Hawaii is not just the endangered capital of the world, but also the extinction capital of the world? There are many things to talk about when it comes to that, but here at Bishop Museum there is a brand new exhibit that is all focusing on manu, or birds. So to find out more, this will be kicking off Aloha Friday evening. We're here with Taylor Chang, who is one of the directors here at Bishop Museum, especially for this exhibit. But Taylor, thank you very much for such a beautiful piece thus far, and I know this is very significant in many ways, but tell us a little bit about the importance of this exhibit.
So the exhibit behind me, Leleona Manu, which is spearheaded by Molly Hageman, our vertebrate zoology manager, is extremely special for the museum, as it's the museum's responsibility as a state's natural and cultural history museum to tell the story of Hawaii's native forest birds, particularly of Hawaii's honey creepers. And so this installation allows us to tell that story in a way that's accessible, and this is a permanent installation, so we're looking forward to using this installation to inspire ongoing educational programming throughout the year.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Taylor. You know, one significant thing about this art piece, permanent art piece, as we just learned, is the collaboration between the artists to put this together. One of those artists is Patrick, who had painted this beautiful mural. Thank you very much, Patrick, for your time. You know, you have taught a lot of people and shared a lot about birds through your work. With this collaboration, how did you come about this, and what are you hoping that people walk away with?
Well, you know, I did kind of dedicate my life to teaching people about nature and wildlife through my artwork, and I was thrilled when Mr. Uchiyama contacted me, told me his passion for the birds and the plight of their extinction, and the work that he was doing to carve the birds so that people could see them in a show like this. So I was thrilled about that, to be asked to do the background for it. Anyway, it took months and a lot of different people to complete it, and I'm so happy that, first of all, it's together and that Mr. Uchiyama likes it.
That's the most important. Well, thank you very much, Patrick. We keep mentioning Mr. Uchiyama. Before I introduce him, I want to give a highlight to these pieces. So these are all wooden sculptures of each of the native birds and endemic birds of Hawaii. They're hand carved, they're hand painted, and they're carved to scale according to the information on that particular bird. So we're here with Mr. Uchiyama. He is a master wood carver honored by the Japanese government, and I'm honored to have him here today. And I want to know, Mr. Uchiyama, being from Japan, how has Japanese culture influenced your work here with these Hawaiian birds?
これを見てもらうと分かるんだけども
This red bird came from Japan about 5 million years ago and arrived in Hawaii, and then it evolved into 60 different species. And these are the treasure of Hawaii, and now it's facing its extinction. So we hope that the local people will learn what needs to be done to keep those birds alive in Hawaii.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Uchiyama. This was really awesome, and I do have to say, this is something you have to come down and see for yourself. As mentioned, these are sculptures, so people who are even visually impaired have an opportunity to hold these sculptures in your hand, and you'll be able to feel what these birds may have felt like. Again, a lot of these are either extinct, endangered. We do have to give a big credit to that, to mosquitoes. So to find out more information about what the Bishop Museum is doing, what we can do individually to help this effort, be sure to come down to Bishop Museum or visit our website, khon2.com. Kamakapili with KHON2 News, working for Hawaii.